9 things you can do to immediately make yourself happier. This is for people who maybe just have a low spirit, the day's not running quite as smoothly as you'd hoped, and you just feel that crankiness, that crabbiness, that kind of that dark cloud of people who are dealing or struggling with depression. So these are 9 things you can do to feel a little bit better. Give them a try, and hopefully you will start to feel a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter, a little bit happier. Number 1, exercise. I'll be kind of crabby and people around me will start saying, maybe you should go for a run or go for a walk. Have you gone to CrossFit today? Have you gone to the gym? You immediately release positive endorphins when you exercise. Let's say you're somewhere and you can't exercise. You're at work or you're at the airport or somewhere. It doesn't have to be like big exercise. It just needs to be activity in general. Taking a short walk, doing some jumping jacks, calf raises, standing in one place, going up and down on your toes, helps you to be happier. Now your blood, which maybe was like right in the middle of you, maybe digesting food, maybe working on your heart and your core where blood likes to stay. It's hard to kind of force the blood to our extremities. When you start doing calf raises, you're forcing blood there and then it shoots back up to your brain, and blood flow makes you happier. So exercise and calf raises, anything. It's just something to get yourself moving, to get the blood flowing. Number 2 is oxygen. Take a deep breath, because our bodies need oxygen, and it's breathing in clean oxygen that's so great. So get outside if you can. If you've been inside for a long time, try to go outside, take a couple deep breaths. Even if you live in the city, it's a better air quality outside than it is inside. The other thing I want you to think about is not only breathing in oxygen, but breathing out that CO2. Sometimes we focus so much on but we forget to breathe it out. We need to breathe out the bad stuff, the stuff that our body's not using. So make sure that you're not only breathing in, but you're also breathing out. Number 3, drink water. Water is good on so many levels, but it can also, if you're starting to feel a little bit foggy, sometimes you start to get a headache and you're starting to get a little crabby. Water will start to get your system going again, make you feel better. Obviously, try to find spring water, or if you have anything that does reverse osmosis or diffused water. We have a Berkey water filter, a gravity-fed filter with charcoal. We love the Berkey. Making sure that your water is coming from quality sources and it doesn't have any chemicals or plastics or anything like that that you don't want. But even if it's not, any water is better than no water. So drink up. Number 4, smile. So say you're angry and you just kind of grit your teeth and try to smile. The process of smiling can convince your brain that you're happy, or at least convince it to a certain extent, oh, something must be going well. Even when you don't feel like it, kind of that fake it till you make it, you can almost convince your brain to be a little bit happier if you smile. And to take that one step further, if you can laugh. And I know this sounds crazy, laugh. And that might mean if you're in a public place, you need to like go into the bathroom or something, or you need to find a friend that you trust and just sit and giggle, laugh purposefully. There might not even be anything funny, but the process of laughing and smiling and just doing goofy things, even when you don't feel like it, can start to turn your brain around. Number 5 is omega-3s. So just make sure that you're getting some omega-3s, and taking that omega-3 supplement, getting omega-3s in your diet will definitely help make you happier. Maybe not quite as immediately as the other things, but it's something to kind of keep in the back of your head. Number 6 is vitamin D. Get into the sunshine. The sunshine makes you happy, especially when it's really, really hot. You might not like being in the sun, but even just a little bit of sun time every day, let your skin see the sun. That will help you to just feel a little bit better, feel a little bit higher. And if you're not able to get as much sun time, if maybe it's winter and you're not able to see the sun quite as much, definitely work on getting a quality vitamin D supplement. Number 7 is something called blue light. This goes along with kind of that vitamin D concept and seeing blue. There's actually a light that you can buy at Philips Consumer Lifestyle, Philips Electronics. It looks like this, and you can turn it on and it shows a blue light, and it's really bright, and it's supposed to kind of mimic that blue sky, that blue light outside. Sure, it works with the melatonin and serotonin in us. It helps us feel more awake, and when you feel more awake, you often feel happier. Number 8 is do something for somebody else. When you're feeling down and out, when you're feeling a little bit blue, try to find something to do to take yourself out of what you're dwelling on and what you're feeling. Help somebody else, and that could be as simple as holding the door for somebody. That could be calling somebody or just texting somebody and telling them that you're thinking about them, that you care about them. Like, lift somebody else up, volunteer your time, whatever it is. Just do something that's out of the ordinary, that's a little bit unexpected for somebody else. And that sort of good-natured giving will definitely start to help you lift yourself out of that icky, murky feeling. Number 9, my final and last tip, prayer. We can't handle this life on our own. We need to go to the life source, and the life source is the one that is making us capable of knowing all these things, of communicating these things, of even experiencing life, the good and the bad together. Going to God, our Heavenly Father, in prayer is something that is beyond whatever. We can take all the omegas and exercise and do all of these things, but unless we are connected with that life source, I think you're always going to feel like something's missing, something's a little bit down and out. And so when you're feeling that depression kind of take over or that dark cloud come in, reach to prayer, because prayer will always give you something to hold on to, somebody to hold on to more specifically, and listen to what God's saying in that prayer. And that might mean reading the word, sharing what you're going through with a friend, that sort of thing. God is so good, and He hears us even when we're a little bit cranky, and even when we don't really want to talk to Him or talk to anybody. He's still there for us, and He's still willing us to develop that relationship with Him. I do want to take a quick moment to mention that although these are some things that you can do to lift your spirits, to help you in feeling a little bit better throughout your day, I also want to make it very clear that if you are dealing with any sort of depression that leads to any suicidal thoughts, anything where you're wondering what the point of living is, if you're dealing with anything like that, please seek help. Talk to somebody around you, talk to somebody you trust, and don't go through that alone, because we're social beings, and we're meant to care for each other, and we're meant to uplift each other. So if you are experiencing that sort of depression, that debilitating sort of depression, please talk to somebody else, not only through prayer and talking to God, but talk to somebody you trust, whether it's a family member, or seek counsel, professional counsel in some way. I hope that this video was informative. Hopefully some of these make you happier, and that you are able to get more done and more accomplished and live a more abundant life in the process of smiling more often and feeling more cheerful.